It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the Kid J Nolan here. Hey, man, I'm not going to waste no time. We already know the new Drake is out. Everybody's sharing their opinions out there on social media. I can't wait to share mine. But before I could even get to it, Joe Budden has come out and said that he is tired of Drake. Tired of him trying to appeal to the kids, trying to appeal to the Kai Cenats and those types of crowds, man. Let me go ahead and just start running the footage. I'm not going to waste no time because I got a lot to say and I don't want to miss nothing. So let's get into it, and then we're going to get into what Drake had to say.
I miss the Drake that was rapping
But
for the rappers. I miss the Drake that when he dropped, the rappers hit him. Not these little kids. I don't give a about you and Kai Cenat. That's going to sound like hate.
It is.
It's not hate.
It's not hate. It is. It's not hate.
Go find some niggas your fucking age. Hang out with them. Get some of that sauce.
That's not what keeps you. No, that's what keeps you popping.
These kids.
That's not what keep you popping. And if that's the game he playing, I gotta play this game.
All
to
the
stay
older
poppin'.
niggas streaming music
Dog.
and buying it, Joe? No.
Dog,
No.
all
Them
that,
niggas listen to
all that,
old
all
shit
that,
all day.
all that y'all saying for me applies to the field. I have long before called this the golden child. Different set of rules apply.
Correct.
He's him. He is not one of them that y'all telling me about. I don't hold him there.
Dog, this album is gonna be the most streamed album in
holds himself
Spotify
there,
history.
though,
Why?
All right, so you heard from the Joe Budden podcast where they're arguing about this whole situation. And I got to be honest, I sit in the same seat that Joe Budden sits, all right? So in my opinion, as a Drake fan, somebody who's been listening to him for over 15 years at this point, probably first heard his music back in 2007, 2008-ish. This album is trash, okay? In my objective opinion. Why is it trash? Because I feel like Drake is cosplaying who he thinks Drake is supposed to be, right? The rap songs sound like algorithmic records. It sounds like you're trying to cater to the Yeet crowd, to the Lil Yachty crowd, which is not by default a Drake audience. But you want to appeal to these younger people for what reason? They already know who you are. They already respect you. They see you in a certain light. You don't have to cater to them. They're going to fall into the demographic by proxy because women like it, because other people are bumping it, because it's what's out in the world when they go outside. You already accomplished that goal. You already have people on your side. You don't have to convince nobody to make new fans. But it sounds like, and I told somebody earlier today, I was texting one of my good friends. I said, this album feels to me like those comedians in the 90s who were like hilarious, but now when they go on tour, they're like a shadow of themselves. The jokes ain't hitting. The crowd ain't laughing as loud as they used to. They're still able to get booked. They're still, respected in the industry. Everybody still loves them. But nobody's going to tell them, hey, you're not as funny as you used to be. But because Drake is Drake, he has unlimited budget. That also means unlimited marketing. That also means unlimited playlisting. That means he's already on Rap Caviar probably throughout the whole thing just by releasing an album. He doesn't have to go through the same things that the other artists in the field have to go through. So he's already got a leg up because he put so much work in. I'm not saying nobody gave him shit. All I'm saying is he doesn't have to do none of this stuff and he would still be the number one artist, the number one album. So when Joe says find people to hang out with, your age, in your age group, get some of that sauce. He's not saying to go pick up on what Rick Ross is doing. He's not necessarily saying that. Just make age appropriate music. Allow your style, allow your content, allow your subject matter to grow with you as you progress in age. You're not a 23-year-old guy trying to make it in music no more. You don't have to cater to what you think people want to hear. This is why the distinction between people like Jay-Z and Drake are still such a big margin, right? He wants to be seen on a Jay-Z level so much. And there's a reason why people don't give him that spot. It's not because he lacks talent. It's not because he's not a skillful artist. It's not because he can't rap to the same degree whenever he feels like displaying it. But he doesn't push himself to those barriers. He's not giving you a narrative that's uniquely his. He's saying what he thinks people want to hear. Oh, y'all like when I sing and I sing about toxic shit, trying to take a nigga girl from him and being ruthless about it. Y'all like when I did that 10 years ago. Let me recreate that vibe, but I'm going to do it in a way that, try to make it new, but that's what y'all liked about me, so let me try to recreate it. No, nigga. Who are you today? And I think that's probably the biggest issue that we have for those of us that do critique Drake is who are you, bro? Like, you're in your mid-30s, about to be 40 very soon. We see you switching up your identity by the day. One day you're clean cut. One day you want to decide to get a beard to be in with everybody else. All of a sudden, Nipsey Hussle brought back cornrows and everybody wants to hop on the cornrows. Now you got cornrows. Now you want to wear your hair out. Now you want to put fucking clips in your hair in all of these different colors. You want to get painted nails like the young niggas. Bro, that's not you. And if it is you, show us where that happened. Show us where that distinction came. Keep us tuned in to the story. Drake didn't like what Joe Budden said. As a matter of fact, let's get into his response because he had some scathing remarks that he wanted to say about Joe. So he says, at Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you are doing in this clip because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success. A quitter give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switched careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in Dusty and Nietzsche jeans to screw up their face to Mood Music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering. You retired and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap, not because you accomplished all you need to, it's because it wasn't working for you. I never want anybody in the generations to think that the whole everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. This is a man projecting his own self-hate, and the fact I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need it put in simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973 and flies first class on special occasions. To which Joe responded, you'll grow up sooner or later. Father Time is undefeated. Very interesting to me that Drake used the word projecting in terms of Joe Budden, because I don't think Joe is projecting anything. If you watch the clip, if you listen to the clip, he's giving this nigga all of the credit. He says he is the golden child. Everybody has unanimously decided you are the one. They gave you the keys from the moment you showed up. And this is exactly why they have a higher critique of you. They have a higher standard for you. You're appealing to the average people. And there's nothing wrong with appealing to average people. Average people could be anything that you say, you know what I mean? Whatever your idea is, because I'm not looking down on anybody. But you are the only living comparison to that Jay-Z mystique. And you'll never reach it because Jay-Z excelled on authenticity. Jay-Z, when he was in his moment of growing up, whether it was a good look or not, when he decided to change his dress code and say, I'm going to grow up, wear button-ups and jeans, that's what he did. And then the world adapted to what he was on. He didn't say, oh, Pharrell's wearing cargo shorts and fucking camo hats. Let me be like him. He had his era where he did that. He didn't look to nobody younger to say, okay, this is where I need to be at. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Because at a certain point, you become the old nigga at the club still popping bottles. Your peers are out marrying the women that they love. And you're out here still trying to appeal to a younger crowd to show that you still got it. That is the difference. And because of your talent, because of your ear for music, people have higher expectations of you. We don't expect you to get on an album and diss Esperanza Spalding, somebody who never did shit to you, but you want to be mad because she won a Grammy for Best New Artist when you were up for nomination. Yeah, there's people out there that feel like you were robbed in that moment. Who the fuck still remember that? You've accomplished every benchmark in music and you want to take shots at somebody who never had an issue with you. Somebody in a complete other genre who, if somebody were to ask her, she would probably say nothing but positive things about you, right? Somebody you probably should be considering collaborating with because she's an age-appropriate person. Shit's making no sense to me. It shouldn't be this bad arithmetic that's not adding up. But you would rather take shots. You walking around here looking like a motherfucking meme. I mean, look at this fucking picture, bro. Look at this nigga's head, man. You mean to tell me that This damn near looked like the picture Pusha T put out with the clown with the fucking black face on it. That's what that shit reminds me of. It's like, at this point, are you acting? Have you been acting your entire career? Is this the biggest role of your life? Is Wheelchair Jimmy really just playing the role of a rapper, not the other way around? That's the question that I'm starting to ask, because as you've gotten older, it's like your music has become even more closer to like incel vocabulary, incel behavior. You're trying to like apply this future-like perspective to your music. I'm sure there's so many women in this world that would never think to turn this man down. He has everything he wants. He has a jet. He has the land. He has the money. He just got $500 million or more from Universal, one of the biggest deals in music history. You've got all of that, but are you really happy with yourself? Why is it that as you age up, your content goes backwards? Who are you? And when are we going to get to actually meet the real Drake? Because I don't think we've met him yet. So when he starts talking about the money shit and start comparing accomplishments, I don't really get into all that type of shit, because you would want to think somebody's jealous of you. You would want to think somebody's mad at you for going off and living your dream. But this person is sitting there supporting you, saying how good you are. They're saying how far you've come and how you're leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else in the market, to where you should be dictating what the market says is hot. You have that type of influence. So why don't you make what's authentically in your spirit? You could tell what Drake's into by the shit he samples. A more grown contemporary style of music. He's always been into that. This is the guy that came into the industry rapping over Closer to My Dreams by Guapale. You don't develop that type of ear out of nowhere and rap over some shit that was not intended to be a hip hop track in your early days and then go backwards unless you're deliberately doing it. So don't deflect. Don't make it seem like niggas is mad at you. This is a decision you made. And the people that know you from that time period, that have seen you evolve, yes, they're going to have things to say about you, because it's like, bro, where did you go left? What happened? Drake's not the only artist suffering from this shit. Nicki Minaj going through the same shit. People want to see the evolution. People are not here for the Barbie shit no more. We want to see who Onika is in music. Like, y'all hit that certain threshold. Wayne is one of my favorite artists of all time. Like, I've studied Wayne's flow, vocal inflections, everything, right? But this nigga makes music. He gets in the booth and he talks about cunnilingus in every fucking way possible. It's like, my guy, how much coochie can you eat on an album? Walks out the booth, goes to the skate park, goes to be a grown man, handles his business, take care of his family, goes in the booth, rap like a little kid. Wordplay, crazy. The way he puts his shit together, crazy. But if you listen to the content, it's like, bro, when are you going to grow out of this? It's just the way it is, man. Like, if nobody else going to tell you, you should listen to people who actually give a fuck. But that's where we are today. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that will go against you and say, hey, man, I love you, but this ain't hitting for me, it's all automatically hate. And to say, don't believe that everybody's entitled to their opinion is false, that's crazy talk. I'm quite sure there's some Drake stands out here that's going to disagree with my video, try to talk trash in the comments. I really don't give two fucks about what y'all talking about. That is expected. But for everybody else, let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame.